Hello! Welcome to me checking if my door is closed. My door is in fact closed. Hooray. Always gotta check that before I start blabbering with headphones on. Anyway, this is Stronghold Crusader 2. Every time I read this, I feel like saying Crusader Kings 2, but that's not quite what this is. It's an entirely different game. This is the sequel, obviously, to Stronghold Crusader, which is a very old game, and this is very much like said very old game, as opposed to something like Stronghold 3, which I was not very fond of, and I don't think many others were. By Firefly, as you might have noticed, has multiplayer. Will not be going into details on multiplayer, but has multiplayer, and I've heard there's some sort of like cooperative castle kind of thing where I guess you can have 2 people per team or per castle, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not very good at the game though, so I won't be able to showcase it very well. In terms of single player, you have the tutorial, which I never did, the learning campaigns, which I'm stuck on, skirmish trails, which are effectively the campaigns of the game. You can see these are individual missions, and you have to go through all of them to lock the subsequent ones. As far as I'm aware, I have not started these yet, but pretty substantial amount of missions here, considering each one of these individual missions is pretty long if the learning campaigns are anything to go by. You can also do custom skirmishes. We can add in miscellaneous AI. We can pick from any number of maps up to 8 players or 8 castles. I assume it's just 8 players. This little symbol here means it's a balanced map. These are more for serious business play, whereas the imbalanced maps are things like this ridiculous mess, which looks really cool, but I'm not sure how effective that would be. Maybe a comp stomp? I don't know if you can set AI difficulty. I don't know. You can move people. That's obvious. Yeah, I don't know if you can set AI difficulty. I've never actually tried to do that. You can, however, set advantage to you or computer as such there. Set starting resources, which you can see just affects that. The low starting resources is probably what most people are going to end up going with, because 500 gold at the start is pretty good. 1,000's a lot. 5,000's ridiculous. And of course you can modify that if you so desire. You can have high starting resources and really low gold, or what have you. Start peace is basically a forced peace timer at the start of the game. And random events include things like tornadoes, locust swarms, etc., etc. There is an autosave interval, which leads me to believe that you can load. This could just be for skirmishes, but it leads me to believe that there might be some possibility to load multiplayer games. I don't know, I haven't tried. There's also sandbox, which you can see here. Not terribly large maps. This one's alright in terms of size. This one's, yeah. And that one's really small, obviously. But if you just want to make a castle that looks really nice, you can use these maps if you so desire, and community maps, which I don't have any of, and I have none downloaded. I don't know if any exist yet, but hey, it's a feature, and that's actually kind of cool. But I'm going to go into the learning campaign. I am currently stuck on Lionheart Antioch because I suck at this game and I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. At least I think I'm on Antioch. Yeah, I'm on Antioch. These are effectively extensions of the tutorial. I didn't do the tutorial, I just went straight into the learning campaign because I thought that was the tutorial because I'm an idiot. But we're going to go into... I'm not sure which. Let's go into one of the earlier ones just so I can talk about crap. Let's do the Lion's Den. That one's not very difficult to do. At least last time I did it, I didn't think it was.
Missing a reliable supply of stone. Take them and a small patrol into the next valley and attempt to set up a quarry. The scout that made it back tells of the area being overrun with lions and of worrying signs of human habitation at the end of the valley.
Dun dun dun. Wind condition. Collect 200 stone. The stone is up here. We start down here. 25-day countdown timer, or Lord dies is when you lose, and you can click these things to reveal hints. I don't believe there's any sort of negative downside apart from people knowing you clicked the hints. And these will give you, general ideas. Archers stationed on top of barracks or walls can shoot further, etc., etc. Good information to have. Difficulty selection down here. I always play on normal, which is probably why I'm having so much issues with that other one. We will do the other one later just so you can kind of see what exactly is the problem that I'm having.
Sire, the stone we need is here all right, but extracting it will not be easy. This region is swarming with lions.
You know, I
Place
didn't
your
check,
stockpile,
but,
my lord.
I'll place your stockpile, my lord. I didn't check, but, I do hope
Sight
you can
your
see my
granary,
mouse. Plop my granary down there. Plop down
Not
apple
enough workers
orchard,
available to run this
orchard.
building.
Not enough workers. Oh, it's because they haven't come out yet. So I have 2 of those. That should be a reasonable quantity of wood. Could have 2 more apple orchards, derps, something like that. Alright, go ahead and plop these guys on the wall for defensive purposes. And move you guys over here. So, on this particular map, we start with a basic wall and a barracks over here. It basically acts as stairs. You can see they can walk up that onto the wall, otherwise they'd have no means of getting to it, and you can recruit from here. And our little keep here, which has our lord on it, which I never move. Even though he's very powerful, he's really slow and kind of important. At the start of the game, you have to place a stockpile and a granary. You only get one of each. You cannot build multiples as far as I'm aware, at least as far as I've seen.
Sire, there appears to be a heathen settlement at the end of the valley.
Indeed.
I don't like it, my liege, I really don't.
He doesn't like it. Maybe you can in skirmish or something like that. I haven't tried, but, you know, just bear that in mind. You can only place food production buildings, at least farmland like these apple orchards, in grassy areas like this, which are usually taken up by trees, so you'll often have to have wood camps cut down the trees first. This map is very barren in terms of food. I don't know why that tiger came over here. You know, we should actually be rushing this down, so let's get to work on that. The wood camps will chop down trees and then carry it over here and use a saw to saw it up and then carry it to the stockpile, so you might want to keep them relatively close, just like you want to keep food close to your granary. Apparently our food is dwindling.
Let's be at them.
Our first goal is to get rid of these lion dens, which produce lionesses and lions, like Leo the lion over there, and I like how they all have names, it's great. The archers will provide assistance with killing lions. They do really substantial damage to lions, to be honest. We just have to worry because they have such a huge aggro range. So we'll take that one down. We're going to lose a lot of men here.
Men at arms ready.
Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. We're going to go after that one next.
Immediately, sir.
Run,
Yes,
run,
sir.
run, continue running.
Close ranks.
Mostly we want to do
Moving
this
out.
so that lion
Close
actually gets
ranks.
taken out by the archers. There we go.
Immediately, sir.
I want to keep the tigers within range. What?
Spears at the ready.
What's he doing? Oh, he fell
Keep
over.
ranks.
I want to keep the
Finish them
lions
off,
within
man.
range of the archers if I can, is basically my intended goal there. We also want more
These
archers.
lions are a problem, and it looks like they are breeding freely. I think
So-
we will need to try and root them out of their dens.
Indeed we
No
will.
problem, sir.
Actually going to go for a kill on that and probably lose a bunch of men in the process, but we want a Fletcher, which is going to take wood and then make it into bows, obviously, and he needs an armory to put that in, so we'll go ahead and just plop the armory. It's not the best layout, but we'll plop the armory over there.
Ready, sir.
Try and
Men at
save
arms.
what little we have left here.
Sir, yes, sir.
There we go. We need a bunch of archers anyway
Presents
for
needed,
this,
sire.
so having additional archers early on isn't bad.
Hey-ho.
Please don't mess with that guy. Oop. It's the lionesses. You want to try and get at least 2 of the lion dens down before they start making lionesses, because those will flood out and they're kind of annoying, and don't forget we are on a timer here. We also have to deal with these dingle-dongles. Actually, we don't have to deal with them. We just have to
Hooray!
protect the
Some
stone.
reinforcements have arrived at the castle, sire.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What did you bring? You brought garbage,
Orders,
is what you
sir.
brought. So the
Immediately,
units
sir.
we can produce here are conscripts, which are awful, men-at-arms, which are pretty good but slow, and archers, which are pretty good but weak in melee, as you might expect. So we're going to be focusing a lot on... We need more wood, really. We need more mini things all over. We're going to be focusing a lot on archers because we need archers to effectively deal with these archers, especially those because they have huge range and huge
Ready,
damage.
sir. Sir,
So we're actually
yes,
going to pull
sir.
our archers off the wall because those are out of range anyway, and we want archer support over here.
Move. Look sharp, lads.
There is
Settle
something I
out.
should point out because we can build walls here. Notice the color here. We are red, as you can see on the map, and this guy's blue. This is controlled territory. You can't build walls or any sort of castle structure outside of controlled area. You can build everything else outside of controlled area. Well, I should say in neutral area. You can't build stuff in enemy controlled area. There are neutral areas. This map I don't think has any. No, which is annoying.
Orders.
But if you so desire, you can... Let's go ahead and draw these guys over. You can build gathering structures in neutral territory. They're just very difficult to defend. If they're in friendly territory or controlled
sir.
territory, you can easily defend them,
Let's be at them.
which is nice, to say the least. I have to deal with all these lionesses. Thankfully, lionesses are weaker than lions. Not sure if that's
We are under
sexist
attack.
or not, but it's true. So let's get some more food. I'd like a new house too, but you know,
My lord,
we can't have everything.
workers to the castle. If word spreads that we're distributing.
Distributing ale. How about we just do that?
I
I don't think it actually matters now.
A steady supply.
For houses, you'll notice as I move around, the actual
Sire,
house
the
changes.
valley is clear of lions. I
Hey.
will sleep easier tonight.
Spears forward.
The houses change size and cost as well as benefit, depending on how close it is to your keep or whatever is the center of your controlled territory. So houses that are way out on the fringe here will be cheap and small, but they don't give you a lot of men, and it's more cost efficient to build the larger houses like this one near your town center, basically. Which is nice, because it means there's a lot of incentive to build things very close to a central area. It makes it much more like an actual town or something. So we could attack these guys, but I don't want to attack these guys unless I have overwhelming force. They do have supplies back here, by the way, that you can pick up. As well as a bunch of other stuff. They have hovels and I think these are blacksmiths and stuff, yeah, which they can't even use. Food, which they don't use because they have no villagers. And a mercenary post, which it seems every AI has one. And I'm not sure why. There might be some reasoning for that, but I want additional archers and additional polemans and stuff like that, which we need houses for, so I have to wait for wood. It's very slow, because this dude keeps taking all the wood. You can tell them to stop. There is a start or stop button here for that building and all buildings of type, which is nice.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Drop that back down to normal. If you click on this button, I should have explained
People
this.
are unsure of you, sire.
Indeed. These are all of your specific things: tax rate, food, ale, religion, housing, which, you know, I guess that makes them happy if you have a lot of houses. I'm not sure. But you can increase and decrease things based on certain multiples. If you decrease tax, makes them happy, but you get less money. But we're not making really any money anyway, so we could run it at that for now without an issue. You can increase food intake, which is expensive, but it makes them happy. And the more variety of food, the happier they are. If they have ale, they're really happy. If they have church, they're really happy, stuff like that. And as far as I'm aware, this affects, when you start getting into higher populations, it affects how many people will live there, but I think it also affects how many people will move there. So, at this stage, you can see... Did I say how many twice? I meant how quick if I said how many twice. You can see how quickly it fills up, and that's when you get your next person, and people are happy, etc., because they have extra housing, apparently. That's the
Sentiment is
thing.
warm towards you, my liege.
That won't last very long, though, because that house will empty anyway. I primarily wanted them for archers, though.
Weapons
So go ahead, get a bunch of archers. We'll get some men-at-arms.
Attention. Moving out.
And then they'll fill back in. You can see the happiness goes back up because we have extra housing, etc., etc. You know how it works. Also, you have a jester. He's spreading merriment, I guess. I don't know what he does with his free time. The game looks nice. There are certain things that are a little bit irritating. I wish you could zoom further out and further in, which is interesting that I desire
You're
being able to
man.
zoom out in both directions, but you know.
Yes, sir.
As far as I'm aware, there's not a way to heal units, but I haven't played very far in, so maybe there's a castle building that allows you to heal units, which would be really nice because they're expensive to replace. I haven't built an inn before. In fact, I haven't built many things because I haven't had, you know, the spare resources to do that in the campaign mode, sadly. Such is life, though. So build one of those, and we'll build a dairy farm right there. It's good enough. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and make a push here.
Ready and waiting. Attention. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make our push.
Fire!
So we'll tell all
at
of them
will.
to attack that, and all of our
Sight your
archers to attack the
target.
guys on the wall.
Aim true, lads.
While these guys try and deal with that guy. The dudes with the
Sight your
shields,
target.
like this man over here, very,
We are
very strong
prepared.
units.
On my
Do
mark.
not underestimate dudes with shields. They have two more back here, I think. Very beefy.
Woman, make ready.
Alright, so we've cleared out that.
Woman, on the move.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and get people up on the walls here.
Spears forward.
Actually, tell these guys to get in a decent formation. There we go. You can run formations like such, and it runs a proper formation with, you know, the units that should be properly.
Woman, string up.
You really shouldn't have that many dudes up there, but we're gonna aggro them, which is gonna be a problem, so that's why I wanted everyone on the walls. You can see how little damage they take. And this isn't just like a defense versus arrows. They take that little damage against freaking everything. They picked up my resources, you fiend. I didn't know they could do that.
Orders.
I should have picked it
Lord
up,
protect us.
considering it's stone. What we need to do, though, is very quickly start getting quarries up.
Heathens have been defeated, sire. I will be sure
Hooray.
to mention your superior generalship to King Richard, should I get a chance.
Hooray! Alright, hurry up with your wood. I'm actually going to tell this guy to stop.
Work halted, my lord.
For the time being, we do not need any additional arrows. What we do need, though, is to min-max our quarry placement here. Quarry. Which,
Once we have placed a quarry or two, we should
don't have the
once
wood
more
for it,
place
that's why.
ox tethers
I know how to
bring
do
back the
quarries.
bonds
Shut your
into
face,
our
game.
stockpile, my liege.
quarries can only be placed on...
The
There's their
heathens are
freaking
attacking,
archers.
my lord. What are we to do?
They'll show up constantly, which is annoying, but it's only archers as far as I'm aware, so these units
Men at arms
are
ready.
not very useful, so they'll just sit there and die. But quarries, in this case a stone quarry, you can also have iron mines, whatnot. I don't know how deep that actually goes, but they require to be placed on certain areas like this. This is a stone. Iron would be brown because it's iron, it's oxidized. And each one will need an ox to carry the resources. I don't know the properly efficient number of...
We have uncovered a cache of weapons.
Can you pick that up for me? No? Alright, whatever. I don't know the most efficient number of ox per mine layout. I generally just run one ox per mine, and that tends to handle it fine, so basically I'll run an operation like this. The downside of this particular instance, and this is true in a lot of cases for mines, is mines are often very far away from your town center. So this is actually a pretty poor placement of that stockpile. I should put it over here like I normally do. But that means these oxes have to walk from there all the way down here, drop off, and walk all the way back up. But thankfully, oxes carry so many resources that it's generally not too much of an issue. And we only have 2 spare people. And our food is fine. I do not, however, like the fact that we only have 2 spare people. Also, the fact that you can do
Action
this
stations,
is
lads.
something they should probably fix.
We are prepared.
You can get infinite people
Yes, sire?
on these towers when I'm pretty sure you're not
Loyal
meant to be able to get
archers.
infinite people on
Good.
these towers.
Our bows grow impatient. We
You have to do it one at a
prepared.
time, though, like that. You can't all
Your
tell them all
loyal
to go up there, but
archers.
this is definitely a thing that should not be possible. Oop.
Just give us the target. Woman, on the move. Our bows shall sing.
Sometimes they'll push each other off, like that,
We are prepared.
which we have to deal with. Eventually they'll settle down. But anyway, that's a thing that you probably shouldn't be able to do. There's
Your
another one.
mark, sire? Good. Our bows grow
There's another
impatient.
thing that I seem to have issues with sometimes. like that, right there, I can draw a box this way, but I can't draw a box that way, and I have no idea what's causing it. It seems to always be in about this part of the screen. I don't know what's supposed to be there that's messing up my ability to drag boxes, but I can't drag boxes there. You can't select units here, and I don't know if that's a windowed bug or if it's a bug with the game. The version of the game I'm running you could see on the main menu, so you can just hop back to the start of the video and it'll actually show you what version I'm running. It's release version, whatever that happens to be, 1.01 something, I don't know. So it may have been fixed, who knows. I've not noticed any other real bugs or issues or anything like that. It doesn't matter which way we place that, does it? No. That seems to be the only real issue I have with it, is the fact that there's a part of the screen, like, okay, it's usable now. There's a part of the screen sometimes that's unusable. And now it's fine. I don't know what causes it. It's weird. Sometimes it kind of irritates me because I can't properly select units, but it's generally not too much of an issue. We may fail this, by the way, because I took too long to get the quarries set up. Should have set that up way earlier, but I
I
didn't.
hear King Richard is on his way, sire. It would look
Woo.
better if we were ready with the stone shipment for when he arrives.
I'm sure it would look better if my dudes would get here. These carry quite a lot per. I'm not actually sure. Let's check. 62. I think it's like 20 per or 25 per or something like that. Oh wow, that's way more. So they carry 32 resources per ox. So, and we've got 3 oxes running at basically full capacity, because by the time the ox gets back, it'll be ready to full load again. So we should be fine. Oh man, that's some efficiency right there. I don't know how easy it is for those to get there, but it doesn't actually matter where the entry. By the way, the entry for buildings is the little blue square right there. Doesn't matter where that is really, because once they're in the building, they don't come back out unless they die. The oxes pick up stone from anywhere next to the building, so it doesn't matter for them either. Yeah, by the time the ox gets back, they're full.
This building is currently functioning, my lord.
This building is currently functioning. You do have to kill the archers on the wall here, by the way. If you don't kill the archers on the wall and secure that wall, then they will constantly attack your quarries over here because they're within range. Strategically placed, by the way. Nom your grass and get back to work. We don't have all day. We're at 94. 2 oxes are about to go back. Yeah, we should be fine.
That is most of the stone collected, my liege.
Yeah, we're fine. When that ox gets back, it'll be done. We've still got 7 days left. You can see how quickly time passes, by the way. It's pretty quick, but I mean, it's not crazy. It's not. I wish the game did have a day-night cycle. That would be cool. Mayhaps that's a thing that could be modded in. Probably not, but maybe. Who knows? Do we have 2 oxes going back? We do. In a realistic situation, this would be an astronomical amount of stone production that really no one ever needs. There's never going to be a point where I need 4 stone quarries running simultaneously. Even at this distance, that's a lot of stone. Like if we look at walls, it's 7 stone per wall segment, 50 for a gatehouse. We're making 50 like every day, I think. Yeah, every day we're actually probably making closer to 100 stone, which is a lot of stone. And you might notice your stockpile has limited space. You can sell stuff. You can't sell stones, you need that for the mission, but you can sell stuff to clear out space, but your stockpile does have limited space in it, so you do have to keep that in mind. So, congratulations! Woo! You've mastered the campaign you've already mastered. Thank you. So let's go into Antioch. We'll do...
Catch up with Richard outside Antioch.
Whatever. We'll do a little bit of this. Even if I do well, I'm not going to finish it. Just want to show it.
I suggest we hurry, as more and more of Saladin's troops are arriving in the plains beyond.
So he's got a really, really good setup, which normally I could eventually break this given enough time. The problem is he gets tons of resources from off-map. So tons of units from off-map come in, which is annoying.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
There's enough workers, shut your face. I'll show you where they come in. It actually marks it on the map for you. They come in over here. They come in at a little crossroads. And they come in a lot. Very frequently, lots of units all over the place. And it's really annoying.
Sire. We now have rangers at our disposal.
So we do. Let's get, where's our stockpile? Stockpile's up there. Need a barracks. So let's get that underway.
Highness, your company of rangers is skilled with both sword and bow.
I don't like rangers, by the way. We'll get a Fletcher's workshop back here because that's basically where it needs to be. So what do we have? We have 2 dairy farms, apple, pig. That's a lot of food, so we'll wait on that for now. We'll get a stone quarry running. We'll get an iron mine running. And we'll get some additional wood camps going, just to get ourselves started. And with what little resources we have, we could build a watchtower. Somewhere. Could build it here. The area we start with on this map is really quite bad. We could push rapidly to grab this, but we have to deal with all these archers and all those archers and stuff. What we do have is one of these.
Engineers at your service.
Which I'll go ahead and move down there. That is a trebuchet. If we have a bunch of money, we could build an additional trebuchet. 400 gold, though, is very expensive. I like medium towers so much better than regular towers. May as well grab these guys and bring them down, by the way. You start with a fairly sizable chunk of men, which is good because they're going to start attacking you with a fairly sizable chunk of men
Rangers,
pretty soon.
on your
So
feet. What's afoot, sire?
go ahead and pull everybody back. Hopefully we can get enough stone to make this medium tower relatively soon, because I want to get people up on the tower, up on a tower at some point. His actual production, his actual military production is irrelevant.
Sire, our engineers have had an idea
Ooh.
that is most popular with our troops, if not with the more sentimental fathers. We should load the trebuchets with diseased livestock and rain pestilence down upon the enemy castle prior to a direct assault.
Right. Anyway, his actual production is irrelevant. As far as I can tell, he doesn't seem to do anything. I think his AI is just set up to sit here. I do like his castle layout, by the way, though. His walls are really nice. I approve.
We have uncovered a cache of resources.
Oh, I didn't know that was there.
Now that's impossible.
Nice. Go ahead and set up the trebuchet right there for now. All of his military production seems to come from off-map, and he has a lot of it, which is annoying. Where's the ox at? There it is. I think that's the stone one. Yeah, it is. So that should give us enough to make a medium tower. Sadly, we cannot build the medium tower down here, which is where it would be most useful to attack the river crossing. We could build it up here. Not very useful. So the most useful general place is actually over here, which... not terribly useful, really, but, you know, it's something. Where's my general archers?
Make ready.
This
Oh,
building
right.
is inaccessible, sir.
Forgot we need a wall to actually get to it, which we don't have the stone to do. That's annoying. Oh well.
We are prepared.
At the very least, we can get these guys up on this
Rangers,
thing
look
for
sharp.
now.
Might
And you
it be
guys
a
can
good
defend.
idea to ramp up the production of weapons in our workshops, my liege?
Shut
In his
your
impatience
face
to attack,
with your
Good King
workshop
Richard
production.
has sadly neglected this aspect.
That's basically your cue to prepare for attack, because once the dude says that, units will start coming in. I don't know if units will ever stop,
What's the plan?
which is the irritating part.
Calculating. Our tools are ready.
Ploosh. I do like trebuchets, they're really quite cool. If a little inaccurate, but you know,
Engineers at your service.
I'm just gonna have them
Calculating.
fire periodically over there whenever they feel like it. Maybe they'll hit reinforcing units that walk by that spot. I don't know. We could build a second one and alternate fire them, but Oh, we do have more stone now. I would like to build it like that. That'll do, though.
The enemy are attacking.
Not you.
Saladin's men attack, my lord.
What's
Do
afoot,
they?
sire?
Do they really? This is why I built a wall, though, so... They attack very heavily with archers, too. All of these units are archers, so... We have to bear that in mind a wee bit. They'll build an additional archer. No,
Our
that.
strings are waxed. I'll serve thee well.
So hopefully this will be sufficient defense for now. I could get probably another stone mine set up. Yeah, we've got tons of wood. What am I doing with all this wood?
Not enough workers available to run this building.
Oh. Let's build a house then. Let's build 2 houses then. There we go. Houses for everyone.
We are under attack.
So these guys are going to die. They're going to take tons of damage from... Well, they might not die. They're going to take tons of damage from arrows, but that's fine because it's distracting my much weaker units up here, allowing them to attack. We could build a tower ballista, which I've never actually used. You can't build them on neutral territory, probably because they're actual towers. We could build it up here. See, I don't know what the range on this is, though. Like, is it really long range? Could I put it over here and allow it to fire at the front lines? Because that'd be pretty cool. Alternatively, I could stack it back here. What's that sound? Must be my cropland over there. How much does that take? It doesn't take any stone, but it takes tons of money. You know what? We will plop one down. Plop one down, face it. Oh, we can make it, we can build it into the wall. I suppose that makes sense. I want to build it right here? Sure, we'll build it right there. Can you guys still get off the
Rangers,
wall?
look sharp.
Where is my mouse gone?
Rangers, on your feet.
Am I selecting that? Is that what's
Your
going on?
grace.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
What's afoot, sire?
Can I
What are your
select
orders,
stuff
sire?
without selecting
Rangers,
you?
on your feet.
I could spin the camera around.
At your service.
This building
No,
is
they
in
can't get off the
existence.
wall. We can fix that, though. There we go. I need this to be complete, like so.
Stone needed, my lord.
The boys
And now
are
we
in
should
good
be able to
order,
get these
sir.
guys off the wall. There we go.
Heading out.
Plus it gives them a bit of a better
Rangers,
firing
on your
angle if
feet.
they would walk over there, which they won't.
Setting out.
It'll do, though. It'll do.
Sire, this sultry weather is setting the very heavens themselves alight.
Oh, sultry weather. That's not technically a random event, but it is a random event, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. We could get a bakery, but we don't have a wheat farm and a mill. So I'm probably just going to stick with basic foods for now because they're cheap to make. Get another wood camp down here. And get a forge going because we really do need one of those. We'll probably get a pitch rig. What is a pitch rig? I don't know. Rig's pitch, though. Are you still firing? Yeah, you are. You know that normally they attack much more frequently than that. That's bizarre.
How can we help? Winding her up.
I hope this thing auto-fires, because if it doesn't, it's going to be annoying. Can you shoot there? You can shoot there. Can I stop you from shooting there?
What's the plan? Our tools are ready.
What's the stop button? There it is. That's actually some pretty substantial range on that thing. I approve. If it auto-fires, that's really good. If it doesn't, it's not terrible, I guess. I can use it for anti-siege if he brings anything up. Speaking of bringing things up, we can build additional archers. Can we build additional walls? We can build additional walls. Build a medium tower? No, not quite. Now I can. This area is so weird to build stuff in because of the layout it has. So we will build stone walls this way. Actually, I could build stone walls around this side. Something like that. Does that block their path? It should block their path. They have no means of getting up there, but with some more stone, I could get them up there and get these guys on that tower. And that would provide a pretty sufficient defense. Speaking of sufficient defense, have some more defense.
We are your men.
They could stand up there for now just so they have a little bit more range. Seriously though, normally, I haven't updated the game, but normally there's a lot more units coming in from there. Maybe it's because I'm not attacking, and normally I attack. We do have a timer, and our objective is to kill the enemy lord, but...
The enemy are attacking.
There they are. Once we get past this first line of defense here, we can very easily start hitting trebuchet shots on that. We can use this wall, which is theirs, technically. We can use their wall as a defensive fortification. Those are sappers, by the way. I think they're called sappers, I'm not sure. They burn things. It's very bad. But we can use this wall for our own archers and set up trebuchets over here to fire on this wall, and then we can very slowly take down the defenses. And once we've taken down some of the wall, we can probably get close enough to start hitting the inside of the castle with trebuchets. Can I actually get this built in a manner that I desire? Yes.
Woman, make ready.
It does auto-fire. Sweet.
Your mark, sire.
Alright, you know what?
Woman,
I
string up.
should not have placed that structure where I did. What are you guys doing? Where are you going? No, that's not where you're supposed to be in formation.
Yes, sire. Get up on those walls.
This ballista has such a huge selection box, that's kind of annoying. Could do. No, that selects everything. That's not what I want to do.
Rangers ready, sir.
We'll just do it like
What are
this.
your orders, sire? Step light,
Get you guys off
boys.
the wall down here.
We are prepared.
You guys off the wall. These guys are so slow.
Rangers ready, sir. Rangers, we move.
They are going to take tons of damage from our archers up here, which is why they're there. You can see the huge range advantage of our archers versus theirs, which is nice.
Your mark, sire.
They're actually shooting at our guys in front, which is what they should be, which is what I want them to do, is what I technically should have
Has
said.
turned our orchards barren, my lord.
Apple blight. Why can't I build there? Oh, because there's stuff in the way.
Foot, sire. Heading out.
Move slightly. I don't know why my units keep walking over there like that. How big of an area do I need for this? Actually, I should probably just build a straight up gatehouse. Can I build that? Technically, but this is going to be a really weird area.
Attack.
Faithful Rangers.
Oh, what are you doing? See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this flood of units. That's a lot of dudes. That is a substantial quantity of dudes. Let's go ahead and get you guys up there.
Sharp.
We do have a much better defense than I've had previously, though, so... This ballista looks like it's helping, too. It's doing pretty substantial AoE damage. Which is good. What is going on with that wall? Can I not... There's 0 stone? Oh, 0 stone. Oh, I can't build walls because these guys are right here. That's right. Because you dongles are in the wrong place. I swear, these people. It looks like... Yeah, they'll die before they get there, but it looks like they were trying to go up the barracks stairs there, which is fine.
Not enough stone, sire.
These walls. What have I done? Alright, so we've got really heavy defense. He, however, has really heavy attack. See, I don't know if I should, like, bum rush and take these walls immediately, or if I should do this and weather the storm. I don't really know. But this is basically Stronghold in a nutshell. Build 11 more, that takes all my money though. I build Macemen, which are really good. Especially against siege equipment, and I believe heavily armored dudes like these guys. There's a bit of rock, paper, scissors. These pikemen obviously good against cavalry units, archers good against everything at range. Macemen, I believe, are good against heavily armored and siege equipment. Men-at-arms are just straight, you know, melee units. Crossbow are archers that take longer to fire but do more damage. I think they may have less range too. You know, actually,
Our pleasure, sire.
let's get you guys down.
We are your men.
You guys up, because I believe regular archers are better at range than these guys. Could be mistaken, but these guys are better at melee, so
Rangers, on your feet. Rangers en route, sire.
there are some trade-offs involved there. There's the archer I wanted.
Archers, moving.
What are you lot doing? Probably attacking my villagers over there. As you do. There's a downside of having no melee infantry at the front lines here, so I should probably make some melee infantry, like you lot.
Weapons needed, sire?
We're ready. We're moving.
These guys have a sprint ability, which is really nice for getting them to the battlefield quickly.
Need some heads
Do you
crushing.
guys do good damage?
We're ready.
You seem to do alright.
Move your sons and dogs. Where's the fight?
Crossbow's a bit late to the party there. So we've got a pretty good defensive layout here. If these walls are a little bit odd, they, you know, they work, I guess. These walls, man. I'm just gonna make them really thick at this point. There you go. Give us a bit more walking room and stuff. It does look like they've ceased their assault, at least for now.
The people are excited about a forthcoming marriage, sire.
A marriage. Let's get some more of these guys. One of those. We'll go get some more archers.
Your loyal archers.
And just
Can't
pile
reach
them on the
there,
wall
sire.
for now, just for somewhere for them to
Your
stand.
command.
We're going to attack very shortly. Assuming nothing comes out, which it looks like nothing will.
You need something?
Set him back up. Macemen are also much faster than pikemen.
Right.
Like in general. Look at them go. It's really nice, actually.
Your
So
command,
move you guys over here. We will pile
get ready.
everyone off of the walls
Boys are in good order,
because we're
sir.
going on the assault. This is a substantial attacking force, but if we get caught out here without walls by reinforcements off map, we're in trouble.
The enemy are attacking.
Cavalry. Cavalry's, especially, it's only 2? Might be an advanced force. Not too much of a problem though.
Lordship,
What's afoot,
Let's
sire?
get you guys over here.
Captain.
We will wait for the cavalry. It's only 2, but they look like some pretty advanced cavalry, so we do have to have some degree of worry there. Especially if they get to my archers, which I would prefer they not. Can you shoot that far? You can, in fact, shoot that far.
move.
Rangers ready, sir.
Alright,
Heading
let's
out.
get our archers up there. You guys sprint in and deal with the melee if you can.
Captain, it'll be a bloody fight.
And these guys will just shoot at whatever they feel like, which is going to aggro everything in its mother, but not too much of a fuss. You know what I feel like making? It's another house. We need more people with which to give
Place
weapons.
that there, my lord.
Let's get you going. I can't afford that because I don't have any money because I'm a dingle-dongle.
Aye, sir.
At your service.
Captain, best foot forward. Shoulder
Oh hey, it
blades.
looks like we got
Use your
caught by
blades,
reinforcements. Yay.
Boys are in good order, sir.
Of course we did. Just archers though. Doesn't look like anything else back here,
Your
so
command.
easy enough.
Pikemen, advance. We're on the move. Marching boots, lads.
We do have to worry about these guys on the walls though, because they can shoot that far. What are you idiots doing? I didn't even notice them down there. Hopefully get them up there quick. Move
What's
our
the plan?
trebuchet over here and hope it doesn't get murdered. And get more units. How about some more pikemen? How's our food doing? Is our food doing real good? Food's doing real good. Let's make
Sentiment is
people happy.
warm towards you, my liege.
Captain! Pikemen!
Back up.
Forward!
Let them aggro as they may. Is there any reinforcements coming? Not that I'm aware. I said we won't do this whole map, but it seems like we're going to do this whole map. Apparently.
Lordship!
What you guys over here?
Pikemen! Advance!
Rangers, on your feet.
You guys are running
Greetings
ranged
from the
attacks, right?
Rangers.
If you're not, you should be. I don't know what you're doing. You're freaking out, though.
Rangers, we move.
I killed one of their peasants. I'm sorry, peasant. I didn't actually mean to attack you. We're already halfway through our time limit, which is a bit of an issue. Because I spend all my money on freaking regular units instead of trebuchets, but whatever.
At your service.
Get you guys moved up,
Right.
get you guys over here.
Forward! Got, sir.
Can you not get on the walls?
Best foot
Is the
forward.
gate closed? Is that what's going on? Kill that guy. No one likes him.
Got, sir.
Well... The best means
Right,
around
sir,
this
ready?
wall would be through
We'll
here.
take care of it.
Hello, where did you come from?
None shall
Where did that
pass.
come from? Oh.
Your command, sir.
Well, you know
We're
what,
on the
actually, that's
move.
not too much of an issue. That, however,
Boys are in
is...
good order, sir.
What troubles thee? Aye, sir. Shoulder pikes.
The reason this isn't too much of an issue is because we have that ballista up here defending us, and we can fairly easily repair these walls. Although, as loud as that is, you can very nicely see the destructible wall stuff going on, which looks really good.
Trebuchet ready, sir.
Sire,
Not you.
Setting
You stay
off
here.
now.
You guys are just standing there getting shot, you idiots.
Rangers, look sharp. This war is never over.
Look at all of these men piling out. Look at that dude burst into flames.
We're on the move. Forward.
Escape.
Take art, lads.
He's
Let's
gonna
get
explode.
going.
Well, looks like he
Right,
died.
sir.
Good.
The boys
At
are
the
in
expense
good
of
order,
many
sir.
of my dudes. At the expense of many of his, too, though, so... This is not the end of the world. I don't like the fact that that camp is still there, but we'll kill that in a second.
Weapons needed, sire?
Your Highness. My lord. We're on the move.
Usually those just disappear on their own, but he may have actually constructed that. Can we please, like, capture this
At your
wall?
disposal.
What we could do is blow up the wall.
The enemy are attacking.
Looks like we're gonna actually end up blowing up the wall. Let us attack. I didn't mean to actually do
Your
that.
grace. Calculating.
Attack over there for me, will you?
What's afoot, sire?
In the meantime, we will hold
We are under attack.
and kill cavalry.
Got some trouble.
Don't really have any
Right.
trouble, but thank you.
Pikemen, forward.
We should be able to easily hold this, although this cavalry is charging in there. Is he killing anyone? Did he even hit anyone?
Lord.
Doesn't look like it. Trebuchet, you're awful at your job. Just want to point that out. We do have quite the
Faithful Rangers.
number of units here, though, so
Trebuchet ready, sir.
I really would like to just capture this wall.
Aye, sir.
Where are my macemen? Macemen,
Smash
charge.
the bits.
The rest
Look
of you,
lively,
stand over
pikes.
here. Just look pretty for
Your
me.
command. Your command, sir.
My macemen are the fastest. Hopefully they can destroy this relatively easily. I believe they can, yeah.
Sire, this sultry weather is setting
Oh,
the very
it's lightning.
heavens themselves alight.
That's a problem, because I don't have any wells, do I? War dog, cage, hoarding. I don't know what any of this stuff is. Where's the well? There it is. You can have a well, 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 and you can have a well. There we go.
Got some
You lot.
trouble.
Get up here. So we can capture this gate, get people up on the walls for now. maybe build walls, although I don't think that's how that works. I don't believe capturing this will give us the ability. We've captured a gatehouse. No. In fact, that's all his territory, so we wouldn't be able to build anything in there.
Rangers.
I can't, however, do that, which is pretty nice looking. However, I've made a hole over there, so they can just go around my walls, which is not terribly useful. But it's a start, so we can get Trebuchet Man over here. Anything get hit by lightning? Looks like lightning didn't even strike over here, which is weird. Do we have any iron? We do have iron stockpiles. We have lots of wood. Did you know what that means? Wheat farm, mill, bakery, hops,
Can't place that there, my lord.
brewery. There we go. Everyone's happy. You lot are doing something. I don't know. Hopefully killing dudes.
Lordship. Marching boots, lads.
Wish I could take over these buildings. I can blow them up, but
Our tools are ready.
doesn't really do me any good. Can you hit this? Not very accurately.
Calculating. How can we help?
May move him up a little bit. We have 200 gold. What can we build? 200 gold. Could build 2 catapults. Don't mind if I do.
How can we help?
These are short range though, so
Departing? Yes, sir.
we do have to bear that in mind. Is that dudes? That is dudes.
Our tools are ready.
There's a lot of dudes, in fact. There's a dude back here. What are you doing? Dying. Fair enough.
Your mark, sire. Get up on
I should
those
repair
walls.
these walls. As long as the wall is not completely destroyed, you can repair it, although looks like that chunk of wall was destroyed, which isn't too much of an issue. What is a small problem is these dudes killing all my mans.
Engineers at your service. Preparing. Preparing.
By the way,
preparing.
ballista are awful anti-infantry. Their accuracy is much too low
Just
for
give
this.
us the target.
I figured they would die. You know what we should have? There's way more than one Fletcher shop. Oh, they killed my ballista. They're gonna kill my catapult dudes too. That sucks. I should have taken this plan into account. I did not. Should have left dudes back here is what I should have done.
Your mark, sire.
You know what,
Can't
archers?
reach there, sire. We move. Look sharp, lads.
Come back, me archers. I need assistance. Or something. I need something. I can make a bunch of
We
conscripts.
are under attack.
We're under attack. Why are we under attack? Why did you die? How did they attack you?
Your
Is their
loyal
range that
archers.
far?
Bring 'em down. Aim true, lads.
Don't attack my stuff. Don't attack my peasants. I need my peasants. You can attack my archers.
Yes, sire.
They can fight back.
Sight your target. Fire! Bowman, make ready.
There we go.
Get up on those walls.
Really should have left some of these people back here, to be honest. How's your assault doing? Very
You
poorly.
need something? Walking off, my lord. Shoulder pikes.
This trebuchet is not doing nearly as much work as I need it to very rapidly.
Calculating.
That'll help. What's going on over here? That's just dudes. Fair enough. I could get another Fletcher's shop.
The granary is empty, sire.
Granary's
The enemy
empty.
are
Oh god.
attacking.
That's a problem.
Farms must be placed on grassland, sire.
I did not anticipate this flaw in my strategy. I didn't realize we had quite that many people. Apparently we do. People are going to start dying, by the way, which is a bit of a problem. It will eventually
We are your
equalize, but, you know, that's not exactly the
Your
way you want to
loyal
equalize your
archers.
population. What's going on? You guys are fighting. You've got reinforcements.
Aye, sir.
Hopefully they're alright. Have we hit... Yeah, we have hit the wall. Just knocked that one dude over.
Captain.
You guys are beefy.
My lord.
You guys are real beefy. I want some cavalry. How come I can't have cavalry? It's annoying. I actually don't know how to make more money faster. An inn, maybe? That'd make people happy. I don't know if it makes any money. What's our food doing?
Granary stocks are growing, sire.
We have food now, at least, so. We have no wood. But we have food. Baby steps.
Lordship.
You're very inefficiently attacking this. Very inefficiently attacking that. Build another catapult and hope it doesn't die on the way over. Alternatively, I can build many dudes. I could build 10 more archers. Which will take all of my
give us
peasants.
the target. Get up on those walls.
We need to start getting archer attacks on these dudes on the walls, basically. We also, it would be nice to have a hole in the wall. Have a lot of men, though. And boats. I don't think you can actually do anything with boats. I think those are just scenery, but they have boats. Pretty sure we're going to fail this.
You do not have enough gold to train this unit.
You don't have enough gold to train these. I could raise the taxes. Which goes to it goes from 52 to 120 daily tax. That's a lot. We do have ale, right? We have a... Work halted needs hops. Hops farm, hop to it. Do we need another hops farm, maybe? It's not a farmland over here. Did I build a bakery too? I did. Work halted needs flour. That needs another wheat farm then. Okie dokie.
At
You
your
stopped firing.
disposal.
Why?
Calculating.
Fire sacks of diseased camel heads. We're not going to finish this mission, but at least I have some sort of semblance of an idea of what to do now. Just a wee bit faster.
Peasants needed, sire.
You need peasants. That's always a phrase that's great. Peasants needed. Alright then. You're just going to go past, apparently. If you want to charge this, go ahead. This is a decent fortification back here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's a great reference, by the way. I'll just let them get a little bit closer. Don't worry too much. Let the archers handle most of it. Macemen, I don't think are going to be very good here. Well, actually, they're doing alright. No, they're taking tons of damage, though.
Got some trouble? Move your sunset dogs. Let's get going.
Alright, can I build more? I can. Build one of you. Could build more archers.
Recruits needed, sire.
Probably not a terrible
Aye,
idea.
sir.
Oh, and of course.
Let's get going.
Of course you get reinforcements. Just archers, though. Looks like the reinforcements have slowed down completely. And
Our
you
tools
have done a
are
very
ready.
good job.
Calculating.
Have him continue firing on that chunk of wall over there. I'll wait for these idiots to finish. Were you guys shooting at them? They were. Nice. They didn't seem to be fazed by that subject, though, but at least they injured them slightly before they got to the death meld over here, whatever this is. The river crossing of doom and despair that this place is. You should stop killing my peasants.
Peasants needed, sire.
I need them.
Base
Don't
is
you know?
ready.
I need my peasants.
Captain.
Let's get you guys going
Marching
over
boots,
here.
lads.
My lord, these lands
Locust
are beset by
swarm.
plagues of flying beasties. They black out the very sky itself.
I hate locust swarms, by the way. I don't know what a mantlet does, by the way. Should probably investigate what a mantlet does. Once created, blah 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 blah. Units. Siege warfare. Siege warfare? Oh, I was looking at mercenaries. I was looking at that. Mantlet. Protection radius. Good for protecting your infantry for That seems relatively useful considering there's a lot of archers on the wall. I don't know if I should build one, though. Well, I can't build one. I've run out of the ability to build one, apparently.
An ox tether is required to bring stone to the stockpile, my liege.
What? Oh, they've capped out the ox tether,
are
apparently.
attacking.
The enemy are attacking. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. He's got a freaking slave driver. He's got a couple of them, actually. That's a lot of dudes, in fact.
We are your men.
Need some heads crushing.
There are many dudes here, in fact.
Time here. I'll
Um,
serve thee well.
let's get you up
Your
there.
command, sir.
Get you guys on the wall, just so you're
We
safer.
are under attack.
And they're sieging me again. Yay, siege. What is that? That must be the protection thing. And everything's on fire. Flee, flee. They're gonna blow up my trebuchet.
It'll be a bloody
Yep, there it
fight.
goes. Figures. Oh well. That's the end of this video then, because they're gonna slow... Well, actually, we could defend this with just archers, probably. Minimal damage, but we're gonna run out of time anyway.
Lively,
I guess we may
mates.
as well just watch our demise here as a very large quantity of mans attacks me. Look at this, man. Look at this assault force. How are you even supposed to deal with that? I don't know. I'm not good enough at the game to know, but this is my entire military dead, so... Rip my military. That guy fell off. Poor guy. Well, not my entire military. This place is still here, but, you know. I like how the guy just stands there and waits for it. Well, boy. Player 2 has captured Gatehouse from Player 2. You what? You captured Gatehouse from yourself. That's not how that works. Anyway, we're not going to kill these guys with just archers. They'll just slowly walk through it, so... I lost. I might possibly have been able to charge through here, just recklessly run my men through here and attack the Lord rather than attack everything on the way. That would possibly work. There are a large quantity of men here, though, so I'm not sure if that would actually work. But either way,
Sire.
this is Crusader 2. It's Stronghold. If you like Stronghold, you'll like this. It's pretty good, I got to say. So yeah, it's a bit expensive, but it's still pretty good. Thanks for watching, and eventually, maybe, theoretically, I might possibly finish the tutorial campaign. Who knows? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.